everyone, this is Tiqqle, and in this video we're going to talk about my experience in the Mythic raid test that happened on November 6th. I played Enhance, I played Ellie, I played even a healer through this raid testing, which went over about 3 hours. What you're going to see in the background is me playing all the specs, so you'll be able to see how the DPS went for me. But this video is really not focused just on that. You'll be able to see my performance. I'll mention things about being ranged melee healing. But what this is really about is the fact that people are still focusing on those infographics about how certain classes are performing. And I have big news for you, because that, like I've said previously in my other video, is even more incorrect than ever. And let's go ahead and jump into why. Number one, I want you guys to remember, I've been pushing this for a while because, and I'll put my other video down below when the last raid test happened. The last Mythic raid test happened on September 11th, which was a Friday, like 2 months ago. What you have to remember is since then, there have been a ton of changes. So many classes have been adjusted in significant ways. Certain classes have rotated covenants. Certain classes have totally reworked their talents, changed their power. A lot of things have changed in that period of time. And because of that, we can't ignore the fact that those logs exist, but they're not useful anymore. If you have seen my spreadsheet, I made a spreadsheet which I used to show you, which I'll show on the screen here, link to my other video, about, hey, you know, don't look at the infographics, look at individual logs. And back in that period of time in September, this was accurate. You could go to certain links, you know, and they would show you the actual DPS of certain people in the Mythic raid test. My logs were on there. You know, I included I wanted everyone to focus on only kills, because kills are where you get the full boss fight experience. Ideally, you're not dying in the first 20 seconds like in many wipes. And this is a big deal. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is that in the November 6th tests, there were 0 kills. I did not update this spreadsheet because this is what the kills looked like. And now maybe there were some kills on some some world first groups, but in terms of what was on Warcraft logs, there are 0 public logs of a single kill. I'm going to show that to you, but I also want, and I'll also teach you, hey, okay, well, Tiqqle, if that's the case, what should I look at? I will show you how to do that. I will show you how to look at these logs, because I want you to have the tools available to be able to go to your raid leader, your guild leader, that is going to say, yo, you shouldn't be playing this spec, you shouldn't be playing a Fury Warrior, you shouldn't be playing this class, this spec, that spec, because of this infographic. And I want you to bring this to them, and I want you to say, and to your friends that are worried about playing certain classes, I want you to give them confidence that, hey, nobody knows. That's the key message. There has been so much change in the past 2 months. There have been 0 Mythic boss kills in the past 2 months, and the things that have gone awry in terms of the infographics and what they're actually telling you is even more wrong. So let's just focus on, let's just go through kind of step by step what's going on. Number one, exactly what I said. No boss kills since September 6th. Also, on September 9th, on those Mythic raid kills, there were people that were using a bug. That bug was about using Burning Crusade level gear, and which had 2 to 3 sockets, and putting in sockets. People were putting in meta gems, people were putting in all these gems, and that's because when you went into the Mythic raid test, your item level got scaled to 213. So if you put on a piece of gear that's item level was 40, it all of a sudden gets scaled way up. So those additional gem sockets were significantly buffing you. And that is really, really easy to spot when you start to look at the logs. So if we go into this one is actually a log that was uploaded on November 6th, but it was a kill from September 11th. How do you know? Because this boss, well, this boss was testable. This boss, Sun King Salvation, wasn't even testable on November. So if you go in here and you look, and I'll show you how to do this as well. I'll get sure links to Warcraft logs, how to do it. We'll do a full walkthrough. Oh my God, Fury Warrior's doing amazing. Well, oh dude, I wonder what spec he is. I wonder what build he is. Oh yeah, he's the gem spec. He was using gear that, this item level is 39. Oh wow, gem. This is not legit gear. This is low item level gear. You can see it says I level 35, while on the left it says I level 213. So he was taking advantage of a bug. A lot of people did this. And so even back then in September 11th, those were not good logs to even use half the time anyway. Some of them were good that got kills, and I commend those people for not doing this. But this is plaguing the logs. So what I can tell you is that at least this wasn't happening that I've seen in the November 6th logs. So that's one thing that is no longer around that was being judged. The other thing that I mentioned was that things have changed. Sub-rogues have been nerfed probably 5 times in all of the builds. And there has literally been 8 builds since the September raid test. There have been 8 builds, changing conduits, changing covenants, changing class balancing, like ripping rogues a new booty hole because they got just brought down a lot. Their main covenant has been changed. A lot of things have changed. And so we shouldn't look at those logs. That's why I really don't want you to look at the spreadsheet that I put forward. That's not useful anymore. You shouldn't mix the September data with the November data. And mind you, there's also data from July and August that we don't want to use. So the problem that I have is really the key point of this. If you're looking at those infographics, and there's a certain one that says it was updated on November 12th, there are no logs from the November raid test that have kills. There are none. I will show you right now how to do that. And I'll show you how to look at logs in general, because this is the way that you're going to prove and show yourself how to do kind of the log analysis to be able to say, hey, raid leader, like, what do you mean Fury Warrior is bad? There's no proof in the pudding that it's bad. The only thing that people could watch is streams that have certain classes and that they're doing well. And that's it. Like, that's the only way you can actually get knowledge about this, unless you're testing it yourself, which is a huge issue. And that's another reason why people are saying, oh, my guild's saying, I gotta go Frost Mage. I gotta go Frost Mage. I got Frost Mage. Frost Mage just got nerfed again. I gotta go, we all gotta go Kyrian. We gotta go Dwarf, because things are changing. So what I want to encourage you is, don't freak out. I would recommend that you definitely focus on what you want. That's the moral of the story here. I'm going to give it to you early. But anyway, so this is how you're going to check your Warcraft logs. First of all, make an account. You want to sign up, because this is critical to be able to get to the logs and being able to filter them. So first of all, sign up. Create an account on Warcraft logs, great resource. Now go down to Castle Nathria. If you go down to the left side here, it does have some stuff, but it doesn't aggregate. So let me show you. Rankings, nothing's here. So it's probably rightfully so. So let's go ahead and go down here, go to all reports. This is all the public logs. Now when you upload your logs, you can choose to have them public or private. So these are public, which is cool because now we can check it out. So what I'll do, you can see, oh dude, Tiqqle, there's so many logs. November 9th uploaded, 10th, 9th, 6th, so many logs. Well, let's go ahead and start applying some filters, and you can do this for your spec. This is what I recommend you do. Show people, at least, you can show them, hey, this isn't a kill, but at least I can see, they were competitive for the 2 minutes they were alive. You can also look at, I looked at Salute's stream, what he was, who he was playing with, how they were doing for the period of time they were staying alive in these fights, but let me prove to you that there was no kills. I'm going to go ahead and use this drop down, all kills and wipes, all kills. Here you go. These are kills. So you can see September 28th, there's all these logs that were updated, uploaded. But Tiqqle, there's 3 that are from the date. Oh, you're wrong, Tiqqle. Well, let's go ahead and look. We'll prove it ourselves. I look in here, I instantly can see this is from the September raid test. This is not true, because there's no bosses. This is testing Sludge Fist. This is testing the generals. This is not important. It's not good. This one is the exact same log duplicated. Okay, move on. This one, Shriekmaw, not part of the testing. This stone, the Legion Generals was, but look, they didn't kill them. So Sludge Fist, okay, so it looks like this was a mixture of logs, but there was really no kill. And that's the key, guys. You can't say you have updated and accurate logs to tell you what the best class is if it's just not, the data doesn't exist. Take this video. If you guys have your guilds, I don't care what spec of class you are, just let people know that you're not going to fall for that. You're not going to go ahead and re-roll your class from the class you want to play. If you love Fury Warrior, if you love Balanced Druid, and people are saying Balanced Druid is poo-poo cheeks, and I'm not going to show the other websites. I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying, for any website that starts to generalize these things, you should look at the numbers I'm about to show you and compare them to those websites. Okay, because I want to show you what you can see. So I'll also put my logs down below. These are my logs. And I'm going to show you how to look into these to judge things for yourself. And you're also seeing the gameplay going on, in the background. But this is the logs where I was playing Enhance, and I was switching to Ellie. I was trying a bunch of different specs. You can see that detail in the logs. You can also see it on the top left of my screen if you go and check the VOD. But let's go ahead and just look at this. All right, so here's my logs. What this means is this is all of our attempts on Stone Legion Generals, right? So we had 13 attempts. This one lasted for 1 minute, 26 seconds. Our best attempt lasted for 2 minutes and 37 seconds. That's not very long. That's not really good enough data to make a judgment. And especially when people are dying all the time if these are big wipes. Similarly with the Council of Blood. The best attempt was 3 minute 26 seconds. We can't use this data and call it the end all be all, everybody. You can't do that. And you also can't mix this data with September's data with July's data. So saying that you're using the November raid test data is saying that you're using a bunch of wipes. And that's not good. But I'm going to show you, if you wanted to look, this is how you're going to look. Let's go to our best attempt on Stone Legion Generals. What you're going to see. Oh, Tiqqle. Nice, dude. You suck. Enhance sucks. Well, if I go to deaths, I'm sure what I'll see. I was the fourth person to die around here. So I died here. So if I turn off all these people, if I really want to, I'll just turn these people off. You'll be able to see that I died really early. I died halfway through the fight. My average DPS dips. That's what happens. That's why using wipe data is garbage. That's why it's not good. So I look here. It's like, this looks terrible. Tiqqle, dude. Enhance. Get it out of the raid. Reroll to a blood. Or sorry, on a holy DK. It's like, wait a minute. Let's just go back for a minute. Let's go back. All right, let's go to another attempt that's green. Those are the best ones. 2 minute 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and go to that. Okay, this is when I was Ellie. Okay, all right, okay. Doing a little bit better. 4.4k DPS in the top classes of ranged. Okay, but again, in reality, if we look at when we died, I died first again. That makes me look like garbage, and I'm showing it off. But, everybody died around 130. 150 too. So the longer you stay alive, the more damage you're gonna do. So that's why these wipe logs aren't that good, right? They're not that good to use at all, but at least what you are able to see is some sense of at least where they're falling in terms of a consistently when they're alive, right? So I could go in here, like I can open up some of these, and you'll see in the clips behind me, like, oh wow, dude, Enhance is the best. Everybody re-roll to Enhance. Yeah, you want to know why this is? This is because I probably died last DPS to die. I mean, I'm exposing myself here, but it was 1 minute into the fight. But okay, like look, I can burst really high. That's good. And you'll see in the fights, in the clips behind me, that Enhanced Shaman and Ellie Shaman both were doing well. Ellie particularly because of their multi-dotting and funneling and just their big AoE damage potential. Enhance was also pumping. People have been trashing Enhance. Why? Why? I know these infographics say something, and even the pre-patch infographics, do not look at those at all. Do not look at them. Don't even bring them up. Don't say, why is Shaman bottom? Or else I'm going to refer you to this video, because this is the stuff you need to be looking at. And again, those are my logs. All right, Tiqqle. Well, let's go ahead and show you how to look for a different class. Number one, minimum pull length. We can go ahead and change this. I would change this to like 120 seconds, at least 2 minutes. I would then use the drop. There's no kills, right? So we're going to use all wipes. I'm going to go ahead to all classes. And let's say I want to see what balance druid's like. Because people are poo-pooing on balance a little bit. Okay, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I'm hearing it. We're going to go ahead. Let's open this log up. Because I've seen some stuff about balance druid. Oh, they did really well. Oh. Okay, they did really well, actually, on Blood. They got it 6 minute fight. That's great. The longer the fights, the better to see, okay, over a longer period of time, even if people die out towards the end, more people are up longer. So let's go ahead and look at this. So this is where they fell. So Boomkin's doing about, okay, kind of, top 5 classes here. Sub-Rogue's up there, doing around 3.6. But again, everybody's going to die at different times. And so they died kind of earlier on. So, okay, we'll look at a different log. Because this is what you're going to have to do. If you really want to get a sense of how good your class is doing, and this is not even a good way to do it, is to look. But I would say this, look at Sub-Rogue. Sub-Rogues in a lot of logs, including Sloot's raid, have not been doing top. And maybe you're saying that that's because, okay, well, let's change it to a boss that was single target. Remember, these are multi-target, single target. Let's change it to a single target. Sludge Fist is hella single target. Let's go ahead and change it here. Let's go ahead and look. Let's go ahead and go down to here. Again, that was a hard fight. That was a hard fight. All right, let's go ahead and go dive into it. We look, damage done. Sub-Rogue is not the top dog. And Boomkin is pumping it. I don't even know why the Boomkin is pumping it. I'm sorry if I'm yelling, but this is passionate. I'm passionate because I don't want you guys being bullied by people that are using bad information, false news. I'm not going to say it's fake news. I'm just going to say it's just sloppy data aggregation, you know? So this is a boss fight that's single target only. Boomkins are doing what? I'm actually really surprised to see this. As Priest, you know, everybody kind of saying they're good, but Sub Rogue, I mean, they're single target top here, but there's no other melees in their group. If you go to my Sludge Fist, that's not my logs because it's way too good. If you go to my Sludge Fists, you'll see there's certain attempts where I'm top, but it's a 1 minute, you know? So our burst damage is crazy. So that wasn't there. So this is Marksman Hunter on Holy DK. I was doing Enhance. But if you look like, okay, he's doing better than me, you know, for that 1 minute, right? But if you look like, there's sometimes that Shaman's up there. You know, and again, it's because of people dying, but keep this in mind. I'm rambling a little bit, but I want to show you how to test yourself. I want to show you how to look into this. I'm going to put links down below. Definitely make an account. Remember these filters. And remember, don't let people tell you what to do. Share this with your friends. If they are saying, dude, I can't go Enhance, I can't go Fury Warrior, I can't go Feral, people are saying they're garbage. The only way to get a sense of their garbage is to watch people stream Mythic Pluses, and they're always coming in bottom. And they're also playing the class right. Remember, Shadowlands is bringing so many changes to the class with Covenants, Conduits, Legendaries. Do you really believe people figured out the exact perfect builds? Do you believe that they're playing them to optimally? Some people probably are, but I'm saying that not everybody is. And I want you to feel empowered to choose what you want to play. No one knows the meta yet. The only people that do correct tier lists and the correct meta judgments are after it's already defined by everybody in the world. World Firsts, MDIs, AWCs, those set the stage. And we don't have those yet. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I'm sorry I don't have a better spreadsheet for you, but this is how you're going to have to look at it. And I'm also encouraging you to feel that there's no right answer yet. Play what you want. Play what you want. Have fun. And share this with your friends if they are feeling very sad, because you shouldn't be. Nobody knows. People are playing the flavor of the months right now without even testing the non-flavor of the months. Haven't seen a single survival hunter, haven't seen a single balanced druid until these logs, haven't seen a single feral, haven't seen a single BM hunter, haven't seen a single fury warrior. I mean, we haven't seen classes tested because everybody's playing the ones that everyone thinks are spicy. There could be some spicy ones out there still. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want to thank everybody on Patreon and Twitch. You guys have been insane. And I also want to share that that I was recently sponsored by G Fuel. So big shout out to G Fuel. Thank you. I'll put my referral link down below for 10% off of G Fuel products. And thank you guys so much for the love. You guys are really making things insane. And we're so excited for Shadowlands. We have some big stuff to announce coming up for giveaways and stuff before the launch and some special pre-launch events. So we'll see you on Shadowlands Day, and we'll see you in the next one. See you on stream, guys. Love you guys. Have a good one. Make sure to not get discouraged. We'll be okay. Take care.